Hello dear students, I hope you all are fine. Yesterday we have discussed about in-text questions of control and coordination chapter. Today we are going to discuss about exercises. Now after completion of this lecture, our chapter will get finished. You have to write all these exercises. This file I will share with you. I think I have shared with you. So you have to write all these questions in your notebooks. So let us begin with these exercises of this chapter. This chapter, once again, it is very important as far as reflex action, different types of hormones are concerned, plant hormones, animal hormones, and so on. So go thoroughly. When our regular classes will start, that time there will be a haste to complete the syllabus and all. So meanwhile you just complete all these things and be ready for our next session. Okay, I am closing this window now. We'll start with our exercises questions. So this is exercises. From here it starts. The first question in exercises is asked is, which of the following is a plant hormone? Which of the following is a plant hormone? Options given are insulin, thyroxine, estrogen, and cytokinin. If you see here, insulin, thyroxine, and estrogen, these all three are animal hormones, whereas only cytokinin is a plant hormone. So cytokinin will be the answer. So which are the plant hormones? Auxin, cytokinin, gibberellin, abscisic acid, and ethylene. These are the plant hormones, whereas all these remaining three, insulin, thyroxine, estrogen, testosterone, then progesterone, then we have seen many more, like which was that flight and fight hormone, which was present on the kidneys, adrenal glands. So adrenaline, these are the animal hormones. Okay, so here in this question only cytokinin is given as a plant hormone, so cytokinin will be the answer. Second question asked here is, the gap between two neurons is called A. So dendrite, synapse, axon, impulse. The gap between two neurons, when two neurons are arranged, I told you dendrite is a part of neuron, axon is a part of neuron, impulse is something sent through neuron. So gap between two neurons is called as a synapse. So synapse will be answer of this question. Then third question is, the brain is responsible for. So four options are given: thinking, regulating the heartbeats, balancing the body, all of the above. Whenever such type of question comes, our whole body is managed by brain. So all of these will be the answer of this question. Thinking is there, regulating the heartbeats. Okay, though it is an involuntary action, but still there is a control of brain on this process. Balancing the body, cerebellum we have seen, it is a part of hindbrain. So all of this is the answer. Now next question, fourth question is, what is the function of receptors in our body? Think of situation where receptors do not work properly. What problem are likely to arise? See what is meant by receptor. Receptors means the who receive the information, who receive the impulses from the environment. Then this is called as a receptors. Then what next is asked? Think of situation where receptors do not work, means we are not getting information, impulses from environment. What will happen then? Such type of question is there. Let us read the answer. Functions of receptor: they sense the external stimuli such as heat or pain. Not only this, but many more senses they are getting. They also trigger an impulse in the sensory neuron, which sends message to the spinal cord. So these are the functions of the receptors. When receptors are damaged, the external stimuli transferring signals to the brain are not felt, means they are not transferring the stimuli, they are not detecting the stimuli. In the case of damaged receptors, if we accidentally touch any hot object, then our hand might get burnt, as damaged receptors cannot perceive the external stimuli of heat and pain. So that processing of information will not take place if receptors are damaged. So this is the answer. You can write it. We have discussed already. Then draw the structure of neuron and explain its function. In 9th standard you have practiced this diagram very well. This is the structure of neuron, where we have to show cell body, nucleus, dendrites, axon and nerve endings. So these are the different diagrams. So most of the times this question is asked in the CBSE board examination. They are giving diagram as it is and they are labeling it as a ABCD, and you have to label ABCD what that parts are called as. Then functions of 3 parts of neuron are: axon, it conducts message away from the cell body; dendrite, it receives information from axon of another cell and conduct the message towards the cell body. So dendrites, all this in 9th standard only we have seen in detail. Dendrites receives the information, axon pass the information, transfer the information cell body. It contains nucleus, mitochondria and other organelles. It is mainly concerned with the maintenance and growth. So maintenance and growth, cell body is maintaining the structure of neuron and growth also. Next question, question number 6. How does phototropism occur in plants? What is meant by phototropism? First of all, we will understand. We will try to understand and then we will go towards the answer. Photo means light, tropism means growth towards light. Okay, so directional growth towards light. This is called as a phototropism. Then how it occurs in the plants, that we have to see. So let us see the answer. Some hormonal changes might be there in this answer are expected. The growth movement in plant is in response to light stimulus is known as phototropism. The shoot shows positive phototropism and the root shows negative phototropism. This means that the shoot bent towards the source of light, whereas the root bent away from the light source. For example, the flower head of sunflower is positively phototropic and hence it moves from east to west along with the sun. So how does it occurs? Due to we have seen why shoot here. This is incomplete answer according to me. We have seen shoot synthesizes, apical meristem synthesizes auxins, and due to auxins plants are growing towards photo, that is light. Okay, so here one sentence should be added. There is a production of auxins which brings growth of the plant towards the light. Okay, then next question is, which signal will get disrupted in case of spinal cord injury? So spinal cord injury, you might have heard it many times, that our backbone get disturbed or spinal cord get affected and then people get paralyzed, isn't it? So in case of the spinal cord injury, the signals coming from the nerve as well as the signals coming from the receptors will be disrupted, as both these signals meet in a bundle in spinal cord. So there is any spinal cord injury, if there is any spinal cord injury, then both these signals are disrupted. So neither sensations from environment will be received, though they are received, they will not be transferred, they will not be transferred to the spinal cord, and from spinal cord also they will not be transferred to the brain. So these signals will get disrupted. This is the answer. How does chemical coordination occur in plants? Now what is by chemical coordination? Hormonal coordination. So which chemicals are present in the plants? Auxins, cytokinin, gibberellins, abscisic acid, ethylene. These are the chemical substances, that is hormones, present in the plants. We have seen about it. So chemical coordination occur in plant with the help of plant hormones. Different plant hormones help to coordinate growth, development and response to the environment. They are synthesized at places away from where they act and diffuse to the area for action. For example, auxin promotes cell growth, gibberellin promotes stem growth, cytokinin promotes cell division, and abscisic acid inhibit growth, and its effect include wilting of leaves. One more hormone is there, one more chemical substance is there, ethylene. It is used for ripening of the fruits. Next question, what is the need for a system of control and coordination in an organism? Very important question. Why it is needed control and coordination in organism? See, as far as unicellular organisms are concerned, there is no need of control and coordination because they are single-celled organisms and they can manage with the environmental conditions. But when multicellular organism comes, all the parts of the multicellular organism, all the cells of the multicellular organism are not exposed to the environmental conditions. So what changes are taking place in the environmental conditions outside the cell, that should be notified to the inner parts of the body, that is tissue or cell. So this need of control and coordination is required in organisms, that is particularly for multicellular organism. Let us see what is the answer in this direction. Our thinking should be like this. Now let us see what ideal answer is. There are various organs in an organism. These organs must be carefully controlled and coordinated for the survival of an organism. In the body of an organism, various fluids are secreted from the glands of the endocrine system. These hormones are responsible for the overall growth and development of an organism. All other daily decisions that include voluntary and involuntary actions are controlled by central nervous system. So need of control and coordination is required because it is a multicellular organisms, and in this regard endocrine system as well as central nervous system, they work together for controlling and coordinating the body of the organism. Next question, that is question number 10. How are involuntary actions and reflex actions different from each other? Involuntary actions, without our thinking, without our processing, without our involvement, involuntary actions are taking place, and reflex actions are the sudden movement, isn't it? So involuntary actions is the set of muscle movement which do not require thinking, but it is controlled by brain. For example, beating of heartbeats, while on the other hand the reflex action is rapid and spontaneous action in response to any stimuli. For example, closing of eyes immediately when bright light focuses, it is a reflex action. And involuntary actions, that is muscle movement, for example heart, intestinal muscles, their movement which do not require thinking, उसके लिए thinking करने की ज़रूरत नहीं. That's why it is involuntary actions. Question number 11. Compare the contrast nervous and hormonal mechanism for control and coordination of animals. So we have to, whenever differentiation type of questions are coming, we have to make such type of table. Always remember, in examination also you have to make such type of table, and then only you have to write. Many students are writing separately, first point and then 4-5 points of below that second point and then 4.45 points, like that. It is not expected. Such type of table should be prepared whenever you are writing differences between two entities. Nervous system mechanism and hormonal system mechanism, this is the difference between these two. Nervous system mechanism, it is consists of nerve impulses between PNS, CNS and brain. PNS means peripheral nervous system, CNS means central nervous system and brain. So it consists of nerve impulses between these three systems. In hormonal system of mechanism, it consists of endocrine system which secretes hormones directly into the blood. So through blood it will be circulated and it will have long lasting effect. Nervous system mechanism, the axon and dendrite transmit the information through a coordinated effort. In case of hormonal system mechanism, the information is transmitted or transported through blood. In nervous system mechanism, the flow of information is rapid and the response is quick. Flow of information is rapid and the response is quick, whereas in hormonal system mechanism, the information travels slowly and the response is slow. The information travels slowly and the response is slow in case of hormones, and fast in responses in case of nervous system. Nerve impulses are not specific in their actions. In case of nervous system mechanism, nerve impulses are not specific in their action, whereas in hormonal, each hormone has specific actions. Then in nervous system mechanism, effects are short lived, for short time. Nervous system messages are there, and their effect will be short lived, whereas hormonal system, it has prolonged effects, it has long lasting effects. For example, change in the body design when you are coming in the adolescence, it is due to testosterone or estrogen in male and female respectively. Once the changes are coming, they cannot be reversed, so these are prolonged changes, long lasting changes. Question number 12, let us see what is the difference between the manner in which movement take place in a sensitive plant and the movement in our legs. प्लांट्स और हमारे लेग्स के बीच में मूवमेंट में क्या डिफरेंस है, ठीक है, ये क्वेश्चन है. once again we have to make table. Whenever differences we have to write. Movement in sensitive plants. The movement in sensitive plant is response to stimulus, that is touch, which is an involuntary action, whereas movement of our legs, it is a voluntary actions. We wish, according to our wish, we move our legs, so it is a voluntary action. In movement of sensitive plants, no special tissue is there for the transfer of information. In movement of our legs, the complete system, central nervous system and peripheral nervous system, is there for information exchange. Plant cells do not have specialized protein for movement. In case of sensitive plants movement, specialized tissues are not there or proteins are not there, like contractile proteins are present in the animals. Animal cells have specialized protein which help muscles to contract. Contractile protein, specific type of proteins are present in case of animals or in our legs. So this was about exercises. We have discussed about exercises of this chapter. Here we have finished our chapter number 2 along with in-text questions and exercises. Now I am going to arrange some tests for you based on this chapter. Already notes and videos are shared with you. Based on these videos and notes, there will be a MCQ type of test henceforth. So be prepared for this test, for this lesson. Here we have finished our lesson. Now only testing will be there. So all of you have a good day. Let us meet in next video lecture for next chapter now. Okay, thank you very much.